this is Michele Knight. Welcome to your March astrology. Before I get into that, because it's an emotional and exciting month, let me just say I'm not going to be doing my usual weekly astrology, but I will be doing a fortnightly astrology, and that's because I'm off on an awfully big adventure. I'm off to Sedona and the Joshua Tree and all sorts of mystical and magical places, and I'll be back with lots of adventures to share with you. So forgive me, I haven't got enough time to do everything. I love you. Anyway, back to March. It's an interesting month because there's 2 full moons, so it's going to be pretty emotional. On top of that, we have Jupiter and Mercury going retrograde, so expect some news from the past. Here's your monthly astrology. Virgo, this month, Mercury, your ruler, is going retrograde. Yeah! So annoying. Having said that, sometimes it's excellent news because messages from the past, things you've forgotten about, come towards you, people you haven't spoken to for a while. It's not all bad, but of course, you have to look after yourself, make sure that you've signed off on any documents before the 23rd. I would say a good week before the 23rd. And that any important conversations you have before the 23rd, so that you are covering all bases. Also, you know, do the usual stuff. Check your spam folder to make sure that you haven't missed anything. All of this shenanigans goes on until the 15th of April. But let's start at the beginning. And in the beginning, we have Venus trine Jupiter. Hooray! That's a lovely, jolly, slightly over the top planetary alignment. And for you, there's lots of enthusiasm when it comes to your relationships. Be careful you don't make a spontaneous promise. You know, just make sure you mean it. But it's like you're feeling very excited about your relationships or potential relationships. You're also feeling that you want to bring balance and harmony to all those you hold dear. Make sure you include yourself in that, because Venus wants you to love yourself as well, of course. The full moon is very important for you because the full moon is in your sign. Oh yeah. So there's a peak experience for you. You are coming to a crescendo of energy, and it's about you. It's about how you see yourself. It's about anything that you're holding dear at the moment coming to a head. But there's always a revelation. There's always kind of slightly fated stuff happening on a full moon. You might have a dream that's really poignant and important. So keep a dream diary for those, a day before, a day on, and a day after the full moon. And take some time out just to kind of be still and meditate and all that hippie jazz, because it will give you great rewards if you do it on the full moon. You're likely to have a revelation which could be life-changing. And, you know, you only get one of these a year, so it's super important for you. Also, the full moon is opposing Neptune. There's issues around your personal relationships that may need to be resolved, but you are feeling particularly forgiving, open and generous this whole month. Mercury in your relationship zone is trine Jupiter as well on the 2nd. Great time to have a conversation. You know, there's magic in the air when it comes to you communicating in the first week, definitely, of this month. We also have Mercury conjunct Venus, so there's just such a very strong focus on love and relationships and intimate connections. We have Mercury shifting signs on the 6th, as well as Venus shifting signs, and the whole vibe is changing then, and it goes much darker, much deeper, much more primal. So your sexual energy is very high, your sensual desires are on full force, but also you might find yourself being more jealous than usual, more obsessive, wanting to sniff out secrets, or being slightly paranoid. So watch out for all of that. Try and keep with a good focus of power, rather than, I think I'm being indicated too that my microphone is not fully here. So we'll put that on. I hope you have been able to hear me. I think you have. Sorry about that. Mercury isn't even retrograde. Let's put that on. There. Anyway, so the primal energy is quite interesting. You know, the lesson of it is to come into our power, to sniff out our own shadows, spring clean our own corners of insecurity, and obsessive feelings and move on stronger than before. It could also be a time when you meet very influential and powerful people. So there certainly is a lot going on. And then we have that new moon on the 17th, which is in your relationships. So you are starting a new cycle when it comes to your relationships. If some people are ready to let go of a relationship, that's the perfect time, because you're ready to just start again in some way. Or it may be that you're taking a relationship to the next level. But certainly something is shifting within you. Even if you're single, there's a shift within you and the chance to open up in a new direction. Mars is shifting signs, and the Sun is shifting signs also. Now Mars is going into a great place for you because it's going into your creative zone. So you're feeling bouncy, you're feeling excited about life, and you're feeling very enthusiastic, and you can really push home your creative dreams. You've got the energy to put into your creative dreams. Again, that's also very sensual. So it could be a very passionate month for you. And when the Sun shifts signs, he's going into that kind of powerlessness, intense, intoxicating energy to do with secrets and corners and all sorts of things like that. Venus is conjunct Uranus in that. I put it this way, you will be feeling some very intense emotions this month. You may get involved in a very intense sort of drug-like attraction. Again, don't let it tip into obsession. Finally, the full moon on the 31st is bringing you a peak experience when it comes to your sense of security. So you look out for an answer to a financial issue. Use that moon's energy to feel secure. You might feel as if someone's testing you, but you have the emotional strength to push back. Exciting times. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for listening, gorgeous. Just to say, I've got some amazing new stuff on the website. We've got a natal chart and a description, not just the pretty will, but all the stuff about you written down for free on michelleknight.com or horoscope.co.uk. Obviously, I've got my fabulous psychics, all handpicked by me, and tons of free tarot readings, articles, and loads of written astrology, weekly, daily, and yearly. Take care, gorgeous.